Wonderful. Well, we are back, everyone. We're continuing our Facebook Live Day ESC Survey Extravaganza. My name is Joe Lavelle.
And I'm Sasha Little.
We are here with Danny Roberts from Project 10. So, Danny, tell us, what is Project 10? What do y'all do?
Certainly. Well, thanks for having me here today. And Project 10, well, the 10 in Project 10 actually stands for Transition Education Network. And so our whole world is secondary transition. And what that means that, before I really got into this, I didn't know what we meant by secondary transition. And it really means working with students in middle and high school and working with school districts and teachers at the middle and high school level to help students graduate and be college, career, and life ready. And there's lots of things to think about when you're not in high school or middle school anymore. And so it's planning for every aspect of your life, from the, education that you might engage in, whether it's college or other types of training, whether it's employment for the majority of us, there's some employment involved. We've got to pay our bills. And then other independent living skills like communication, social skills, mobility training, travel training, all of that. So that's basically what we do. We work a lot with school districts to help build capacity and help support their students, their youth, and their families to help them prepare for a positive transition from high school.
Wonderful. And where are you guys located? Are you just in Central, South, North? Is there one? Are there 20? Where are you guys located?
That's a great question. So I'm headquartered out of the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg, but we have people all across the state living and working in each area and corner of our big state. And so you can see there's a map behind me. It's color coded. We have 5 regional transition reps. We call them RTRs, which stands for Regional Transition Representative. And they have anywhere from about 9 districts to 19. Some of the districts are very big, like Miami-Dade, and some are very small. We have a lot, especially to the north of Florida. So we have somebody in your region, no matter where you are, even if you're at the tip of the Panhandle to the Keys. We have somebody that is in your area and can help connect you with the resources that you need.
Wonderful.
That's awesome, Danny. I know that Project 10 just updated the roadmap. Can you give us a little bit more information about the roadmap? I'm so excited about it.
Sure. And actually, I'm going to try to be techie here and share my screen just for a moment. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so, and I'm clicking through. So this is just a sneak preview of our roadmap. And really, this is a 12-page document that we developed specifically with families in mind. And we use mile markers because, as you can imagine, our regional reps are out on the road all the time. And so that's sort of where the idea came from. But really walking middle and high school youth and their families, and also their teachers, really anybody that's involved in helping support them, know what the steps are, what are the considerations for youth to be able to graduate on time and be prepared both to graduate and for life after high school. And so this is kind of easy, simple, digestible. It gives links and ideas to get more information, to go deeper. So it talks about just having the right course of study. It moves all into the different types of responsibilities that students, families, schools, and agencies have. And then it goes into graduation options, and also as you go down, what to prepare for life after school. So agency connections for supports, different college and other training, career tech ed training, things like that. So it's sort of a one-stop shop snapshot of planning for high school and life after high school.
That's awesome, Danny. And mentioning middle and high school, that's something that we've been really talking about the entire day thus far when we're taking the ESE survey, that it's so important that when we're looking at transition, we start at age 14 and older. So looking at what is the plan? And I love the idea of the roadmap because we're still on the road. When we leave pre-K to elementary to middle, we're all traveling together. So
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things that I'm constantly thinking about when I think about the parent survey and I think about parent input is, by the time parents get to that transition age,
mhm,
they're tired. And it's been a long road. It's been a
mhm.
long path already. So, Danny, tell me, give the parents some words of encouragement. Why should transition age parents have just as strong of a voice as parents of some of those younger students? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Sure, and you bring up a great point, and it's one that was on my mind when I was thinking about the parent survey and the feedback we get from transition age youth. From parents. And I know they're tired. I know it's been a long road, but a lot of these decisions that are being made in middle and high school are so critical. They really set the stage for life after high school. And we're in K through 12, just a few short years in the long-term scope of life. And so a lot of those decisions, everything from the diploma option that you're choosing, your program and course of study, how long that's going to take you, the types of extracurricular activities you're in, your courses, those are all huge, huge pieces that have a lot of weight. It really makes or breaks life after high school. And so I know that students are increasingly becoming independent, especially in high school, but parents still really need to be there to guide. And we need to be hearing from parents, what can we do as educators, as the education system, to help support them, to help their student be more independent on the one hand, but then also what information do they need? What format do they need that information? How can we as educators help plan and help guide the decision making? Because we're the experts when it comes to education, so we really need to be helping families and students get this information and make it make sense, not talk about in education jargon, but make it digestible, understandable, applicable to them. And so sometimes we don't get the feedback that we need, but other families need you, other students need your voice so that we can design the information and the meetings and the processes that best fit your needs. Um, Yeah, so basically, I mean, BEES needs you, the Bureau of Exceptional Ed and Student Services, the discretionary projects, school districts, we all use this feedback. We really care what you have to say, and so please give it to us. Please give us the feedback.
Thank you, Danny. You mentioned format. So I know Project 10 has just updated their website. Could you let us see a little bit of that website?
Sure, thank you. Yes, I'm very passionate about our website because I was very involved in the revamp. So if you go to project1010.info, you'll come to this, and we try to really clean up our website and make it usable no matter if you're a teacher, whether you're a district person, whether you're a parent, or even a student looking for information. So we organize things into 8 different buckets. That's what we call these little boxes, buckets, as we were designing the website. And really, you can see everything from more of the academics, the post-secondary education and training, independent living, employment, and then we also have resources by location. So if you click there, you see our fabulous Sunshine State. We have the information for the local regional transition reps, so they can help you if you have specific questions on something in your specific district or region. They would be glad to help you. Their contact information is here. And then we have what's new. We have new opportunities, webinars, upcoming conferences. We're always updating this. Every day I'm making an update, or somebody from my team is. So if you just want to know what's going on in the world of transition, is there a webinar that I can attend? You could go right here under what's new, upcoming conferences and webinars, and you'll find things. Really important piece of our website. Everything that we post is vetted by the Florida Department of Ed, Bureau of Exceptional Ed and Student Services, and the majority of it is free, or it's been vetted by another professional organization. So there's no junk on here. There's no for-profit anything. We have really taken time to be thorough in our information and only put up quality, best practice, and vetted organizations and information. So you can rest assured with what you're getting on our website. And then we also have our own online training opportunities. These are online courses. You can find more information regarding graduation requirements. Everything you wanted to know about secondary transition is on our brand new transition online course, and these are all free to use. So if you're an educator or if you're just a parent that wants to know more information, they're self-paced. You can access them at any time, and they're free, and you can start and stop them. And there's printable information too if you want to print it and reference it later.
That's awesome, Danny. And so you already covered the next section, which was archive webinars. Yes, when you showed us the site, a little bit, can you give us a little bit about the mission of Project 10?
Sure. So one of our big real focus is being the technical assistance and training provider between the Bureau of Exceptional Ed and Student Services under the Florida Department of Ed. We're kind of the conduit between them and the school districts and working with families and students too. So we help translate some of the policy and legislation that comes down the pike from the state and from the federal level as well. And we make it make sense. How does this apply to my school, my student, my classroom, so that best practices are being implemented, we gather resources, and really just try to build capacity so that school districts and schools have all the things they need to help students have a positive transition and be prepared for college, career, life, and all of the above after school.
Well, that's awesome, because one of the ESC survey has transition at the bottom. And if you're looking at, if you're a parent, you're looking, how does that apply to my child, my school, because it takes 3 minutes, to fill out the survey. And it's good to hear that all of this goes back, so that input is going back and someone is looking at the data, and Project 10 is saying, hey, let's make some improvements here, or let's put this here. So that's awesome to hear that it's actually written into the mission. Yep. Thank you, Danny.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much, Jenny, for being with us. We will be back up soon with another presentation, another segment of this Facebook Live Day with Todo lo pregunta por lo padre. ¿Quién quieres hacer lo pregunta de la ESC survey? So we'll be back in just a little bit with a all Spanish session for our Spanish-speaking parents to be able to understand why is your voice needed in this process. So thank you so much, Danny, again.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great one.
You too. Thanks.